Hi everyone. Welcome back to the sunny side. These are the weekend horoscopes for the full moon weekend of May 13th to May 15th. 2022 for all zodiac signs. As always, there are timestamps in the description box as well as a link to book a reading with Sunny. Finally, if anyone would like a free copy of their birth chart report, they are available on Sunny's website, TheSunnySide.net. Okay, everyone cool. Here we go. Dear Aries. A busy astro weekend has you worried about the way you look and present yourself to the world around you. What seemed so easy a couple of days ago suddenly brings tears. Venus doesn't like hanging out in Aries at the best of times, but this weekend the planet of love and attraction will bump up against Chiron, the wounded healer. This will bring an unusually large hit to the ego than normal and cast a shadow of self-doubt on abilities. A second shadow of doubt will shake your comfort zone as the sun continues to transit the north node in your second house of personal finances. It will be a difficult weekend for many, but there is a light. Aries energy is still attracting, and even though doubt might creep in, you're looking fabulous. The full moon is going to bring to light something currently unseen in your joint finances and possible health. Double check your credit card statement. Watch your health. And you can also expect legal resolutions shortly. But the real action is shared resources. Expect your couch or extra room to expect a visitor soon. On the final bummer, peeps are dragging your money game down the pooper. It's really up to you if you want to splurge for the social outing or do something a little more full moon in Scorpio and call up your favorite playmate for a night of red wine and old SunnySide astrology videos. Either way, Sunny says the overall mood might lead to doubts, but Aries should push through and use the positive side of the energy to either uncover the secret origins of that bump, or simply get out and enjoy the day. Dear Taurus. Lady Muscles has come to play and she's brought some red hot dice, so let her through. Be bold and strong. The world may be changing around you, but you are currently the idolized model of inspiration. Sunny says that means you're rocking sweet game whether you realize it or not, so go ahead and show a little leg when you step out of the limo. On the fun side of things, the full moon will divinely highlight some hidden aspects of your closest relationships. It could go either way, so be prepared for the drama and a lot of sidestepping of answers. Like Sunny says, it'll be a weekend of looking good, getting your answers, and letting the full moon take care of any leftover karma in relationships or legal stuff. Love may leave you with a bit of a saddened heart for a couple of days as a bit of drama picks up behind the scenes. Whatever is happening is out of your control, so you're going to have to do your best to just be there for everyone. Love is totally hanging out in secret right now, so super make sure your curtains closed, especially if your lips aren't. Quick editorial note here. I'm pretty sure Sunny wanted to say something other than lips, but until he starts reading the horoscopes again, I guess we'll never know. Dear Taurus. Peeps continue to act up in ways that are putting your dreams in jeopardy. Step on some toes. Unplug your phone. And turn off your computer. Peeps are draining your energy with disagreeable moods, but all they really want is to be heard. And possibly hearded, so just do your best. Another change is coming at work, but that can wait for Monday. As for the weekend, Sunny says that despite the troublesome nature of Mars, you should get out with your friends and have some fun. Guys will be leaving you their numbers on the backs of credit cards, and your ex is going to look like a springtime sidewalk in Montreal when the snow melts and everyone can finally see what's really hiding on the sidewalk. Very descriptive, Sunny. Good luck, Taurus. Next. Dear Gemini. Your environment isn't settled, and as much as you try and set things straight, it looks like everything is falling apart all around you. You can't be there for everyone, so do your best where you can, and above all, make sure you take care of yourself. The full moon will highlight a possible health problem that you didn't see coming, so remember to stretch and make a note if anything feels out of place. You have some unfinished business that no one knows about, so just make sure to take the next couple of weeks and clean things up. If your health is sound, then look for surprises in your regular routine. There's a fly in there somewhere. When it pops up, hopefully it won't cause too much drama. The same goes for one of your pets. Just keep your eyes open and don't overly stress yourself out or try to do too much. Career and publicity are taking up a lot of your time and energy. This is causing bumps with the peeps in charge, so watch your speeding and make sure you pull over when the cherries start to flash. Love is definitely coming from your online community, so splurge for extra bandwidth if that's still a thing. You are currently entering the beginning of your once in every 12 years super popularity cycle, so shave your legs. Wipe that camera lens for a better image. And start posting. As far as money is concerned, the credit card is beginning to cry for mercy, and Pluto has just turned retrograde. You have until October before you can loosen your belt again. Keep that wallet closed. Dear Cancer. This Mercury retrograde weekend has you cleaning up or finishing off messes that are beyond your control. Very cool, Sunny. How are we going to deal that? Okay. Sunny says there are probably a couple of messes piling up behind the scenes. Some of these messes have nothing to do with you either. But for whatever reason they are now your problems as well. And this is coming at a time when you don't really need any more problems. Sunny says you're going to want to shell up to prevent the outside stress from causing any permanent cracks, but you really should just put everything in a mind map queue and check everything off as you can. Very shortly Mercury will be back in your 11th house, and although it will be retrograde, you can expect phone calls and messages that were unattended to finally be returned. And yes, sweet crabs, one of those messages could be from Mr. Hey, what's up, so be prepared for a casual encounter. If you're looking for love, then definitely get out and suss the vibe. You're not exactly in the spotlight, but you are being noticed in the right kind of way. In other words, Sunny says you're looking beach ready, so come and join everyone on the land for a little bit and don't worry about the mofos. It's the weekend and you deserve to play. On another astro note, Mars is pushing forward in his break everything he can kind of way in your 9th house of things at a distance. So drama blazes on foreign shores. Do your best to help where you can, but like Sunny said earlier, you might have 10 legs but you really only have 2 claws. Dear Leooo, double check between the pillows. Something that you didn't know was lost will suddenly appear. Just in time, you may ask. Sunny says no. It will just be a coincidence, but it will still be some pretty cool astrology fun, so keep your eyes open. Seriously, Sunny, how psychic do you have to be to tell people they might find loose change in their couch? Okay, next. Dear Leo, love is arriving from distant shores as letters of adoration pour in from magical kingdoms of enchantment and delight. All waiting for you to graciously reach out and be their queen. Thinking is full on party time with peeps from your, and you already know that this is a year for you to shine publicly, but the urge to hit the boogie is on overdrive. You may not be leaving just yet, but there's a move in the works. Be careful because Mercury is retrograde and encouraging social fun and bad idea selfies. Thinking isn't exactly on point, and the whole Scorpio to Taurus full moon thing isn't your cup of jam to begin with. This is a full moon looking to uncover secrets, but Leos would prefer that subjects would just kind of enjoy everything and not look too deeply behind the mask. So it's not really a Leo kind of action vibe to begin with. Now, before you sulk off and whiz on an electric fence or something, Sunny has some great news for Leos looking for love. If you play your cards right, and Leos always do, then one of those secrets that may be revealed is how good you're going to look in that sexy new summer dress. Go get them, Leo. Your public is waiting. Dear Virog, someone is going to push you to the ground and try to take your lunch money. Wait. No. That is not the horoscopes. That's how do you know if an Aries likes you. Okay. Next. Dear Virog, it's all about communication and transportation. The full moon has you wanting to get away for the weekend, but office paperwork might actually keep you in town. There's a test on the horizon that you'll have to retake, so it wouldn't hurt to brush up on your basics. This weekend a health situation or drama with a pet could become a problem. Keep an eye on your furry little friend as the weather changes. Shared resources are very good right now and only getting better. This is a double-edged sword. On one hand, if you want anything, then all you have to do is tag along and the peeps should splurge. On the other hand, because money is probably pretty good, you can expect others to want you to pay for them. It's going to go both ways, and it might make things difficult to save. Sunny knows it sucks, but that's the action of this transit. Venus in the 8th house can also lead to people becoming sick around you, and you might oddly find yourself staying with a friend or in a hotel this weekend. A new cell phone has your name on it. You should wait before you splurge, but whatever. Have fun. Dear Libra, it looks like Mr. Granola has finally gotten off of his kumbaya and popped some type of question. He might not arrive bearing candles and flowers, but anything on the other side of a bubble bath looks good about now. Dorian might have 50 shades on you, but you know a secret way back to the castle. Sunny says don't forget your shoes. One would think that the full moon in Scorpio would cause most Libras to behave as if Lilith was whispering sweet words of encouragement to the small brain in their pants. And although this is definitely yes time for most Libras, the real action is happening closer to the bank. Check the funds and make sure you've got a little wiggle to play. There's nothing worse than hearing the starting pistol and realizing your shoes are untied. No. Sunny knows that a Libra is never caught out like that. He says Libra game is always tight, but this weekend the Scorpio moon is going to swoon common sense right out the window. This will be a very authentic moon that will honestly cut to the answer. Look for solutions in your money game. There might not be roses, but there will be seeds. Plant those seeds and you just might receive a new coupon book. Finally, Libra. Sunny says to get the ring appraised. Dear Scorpio, lazy days may mark these days with time to pass as you'd please, but in one short leap Mars will step up and crank your engine into warp. Make the most of his easy and relaxed time to work on your health and habits. When things heat up shortly, you're going to have to be at your best, so practice good habits now. Love may have been quick with a smile last month, but right now everyone you smile at secretly thinks you're a perv. No, Scorpio. No one is going to out you, but you'll see it in their eyes. Maybe they're just jelly. Be prepared either way, because peeps are talking about your future and they're not only wondering how you're going to pay for it, but if you might have a little grease left over for an extra hand as well. Sunny says that of all the zodiac signs, Scorpio should be the most careful. The full moon is happening in your first house of physical appearance, so everyone is going to see the real you. For better or worse, dear Scorpio, your dirty laundry is on display. And you're also probably wearing it. Problems at home aren't going to get better anytime soon, so take it all in stride and do your best to be cool when temperatures begin to boil. Pluto is now comfortably retrograde and Mercury is joining into the astrological mix. Now's the time for computer problem, car problems, and trouble with your brothers and sisters. Fun, wow. Finally, dear Scorpio. Sunny says he knows this is going to sound like a joke, but make sure you do up your fly this weekend. Dear Sagittarius, your financial security is about to take an unpleasant hit in the pocketbook. There will also be a cost to fix or replace it. The upgrade will eventually be worth it, but the pain that you have to go through to get there won't be. Heads up. Behind the scenes adventures have you either going for a secret hike or quietly snoozing the weekend away. For most Sagittarians, Mars will be putting a lot of energy into your home and family life. As much as you try to be a good daughter, you just can't stop yourself from arguing with your mother right now. Mars in your 4th house can make your mother sick without anyone knowing, so maybe do your best to keep it together next Mother's Day. A possible move or home renovation is still in the cards, but luck has currently left the building. There's still a lot of energy in your 4th house of family, but Jupiter has moved onto your 5th house of gambling, partying, babies and making them. This means you're entering your once in 12-year super lucky cycle, so make sure you get out and buy some lottery tickets. And if you win, make sure you peace out a little for Sunny and the TheSunnySide. Lovers from the past are returning with papers for you to sign. Fun, wow. Just be careful as random ideas from the past try to alter your daily meditation initiative. Dear Capricorn, the full moon is call out all sea goats to play. Although most of the astrological energy is blessing the bottom of your chart, the full moon is encouraging you to get out and socialize. The pull of the moon is difficult to ignore at the best of times. So if you've been invited to an awards show, then maybe you should dust off your tux and hit the red carpet. Just make sure that you don't make fun of anyone rocking a hair-optional fade. Daily habits will come under scrutiny, but it's always a good idea to double-check your habits. Your plans will come derailed, so do your best to just go with the flow. As Sunny said earlier, it'll be a weekend to cruise with the peeps. And the full moon usually indicates giving in or going along with the crowd anyways. Just because it's in Scorpio doesn't mean you have to kiss and tell. But it does mean you will find out the true feelings of one of your friends. Let's hope she doesn't tell you any fantasies about your bestie on the chess team, third wheel or friend zone. Either way, it could get awkward. On the other hand, love is coming from your circle of friends, so if you're looking, then you're going to have to bite down and take the leap. On the double plus side, love is favoring the unusual, so Sunny says you should go for it, but don't be surprised if she just wants a ride to her friend's house. Dear Aquarius, a sweet deal is going to tempt with an expense you're not going to resist. As much as you'd love Sunny to say go for it, Mercury retrograde is asking you to double check the fine print. Thoughts are currently drifting to love and romance. Are you going to make that call? If they're still taking up place in your thoughts, then maybe you should see if they still have a place in your heart. Don't be surprised if love actually walks up and knocks on the front door. In very good news, there's still a possibility that someone is going to give you a cell phone or even a car. Go Aquarius. In strange astrology news, you might attract a new brother. However you slice it, communication is favored this weekend, so reach out and see what everyone wants to do. Sunny thinks Aquarius should go out on the town and have some fun. All of the good stuff will be waiting at home when you get back on Monday. Sunny says the kids will kick up a fuss, but don't stress it. Watch your spending. And work the phones. Love is waiting in a special email. Dearest Pisces, the injury bug continues to follow you everywhere you go. Watch for hitting your head, pimples, and maybe a sore back. Despite the recent nibbles from the injury bug, you're still filled with some old-fashioned fighting spirit. Peeps better not blink twice on the fish. School's out and Mama has a stream to swim up. On the super plus side, money should be very good right now. Although Mercury is retrograde and we all know that you shouldn't spend what you don't have, money is so good a splurge might be worth it. After all, you can't put a price on happiness, but you can definitely try. Behind the scenes drama will still try and drag you through the nonsense, but you don't have to engage if you don't want to. The faces are the same, but the felling has somehow changed. Don't commit to any paper if your heart isn't attached. Likewise, you shouldn't commit to any pulls of the heart if paper isn't involved. Believe it or not, the stars are currently stacked in your favor, so you don't really have to wait for anyone to change either. If Mr. Right now doesn't tighten his game, then maybe you should give another destiny a try. Thank you everyone for joining us on the sunny side. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and buy lots of merch. Wishing everyone the best of a beautiful day, and we'll see you on the live stream.